Hey guys, this video is for those people who want to get that nice, skinny, natural looking glow to their face, and it only takes about 2 extra minutes out of their morning routine to do this. And all you're going to need is an extra easy to use bronzing blush brush, which you can get for probably $1 at e.l.f. And then you also will need 2 shades of either bronzer or darker colored powdered foundation. It doesn't really matter, but I used a light colored bronzer and then a dark colored bronzer for the contouring portion and the light colored bronzer for the natural bronze glow to my skin. So if you want to see that, just continue watching. After I use my foundation and I buff it in to give it a kind of more airbrushed look to it, I use a translucent powder, and you can use a colored powder if you want, but I just like using a translucent powder. And I just put it in on my face and just kind of dab it on because I don't like dragging my brush across. Sometimes that creates streaks if your foundation isn't completely like soaked into your skin, kind of. So I just used a regular brush and I just dab it onto my face into the spots that I want it. And you need to pay attention closely to the portions of your face that you have a lot of oil, and mine is on my forehead, on my nose, and on my chin. So I put more here and just kind of blend it out. And then after that, starting with the bronzing and contouring, I use a lighter colored bronzer, and this one that I have actually has a pink tint to it, so it also works as my blush. And I just put a little bit in my cap, and I just dab my brush in there, and this is just a blush bronzing brush. I need to invest in some more brushes. And you just tap off any extra, and I'm only going to do one side of my face so that you can see the difference. And I just take it and I kind of drag it on my cheekbone, and then I blend it up into the corner of my forehead. And this will start giving you a nice natural glow to your skin, and at the same time it'll even start to like make your face look a little bit thinner. And I just make sure that I blend it out evenly, and that the darker it gets darker as it goes back, just like a natural like shadow would. And you can blend it down into the bottom of your cheekbone where your line is or whatever, and then up towards the very corner of my eye. And if there's any left, usually I do the very outside of my nose and then underneath my jawline, or even in my collarbones. And after I do that, I use a darker bronzer. I just put a little bit, dab it, tap it off, and then my cheekbone line, and I go from my ear and kind of brush it up and down in, and then I stop right at where the end of my eyebrow would be. If you could see an invisible line there, you just stop at that portion. And you want to make sure that you keep it darker in this area, and then just kind of lightly lift your brush at the end. And this will eventually create a little more shadow to that and give you a nice, natural looking finish, but yet a very dramatic change in the way that your face looks. And that is all I do. And you can see a difference in my face, in the natural looking glow to my face, and then on this side it's just nothing. And that's just a quick way to do a nice natural looking glow and contour to your face. Thanks.